Hello. Today is Tuesday, June 8th, and today I worked some back squats, overhead press, and some accessories, following sort of the normal Tuesday workout template, if you will. Template's not the right word, but overall high-level structure, I guess. With a decent amount of volume on both the back squat and the overhead press, both 5x5s, we're going to sort of take the next 3 weeks to push these weights before bringing the volume down. And so I started with something reasonably challenging, but not, but something, I guess, that gives me enough room to add 5 kilos. Is it 5 kilos? 5 or 10 kilos. I don't know. I think 5 kilos. Yeah, 5 kilos every week. And by the third week, be able to attempt a 5x5 at a weight that I think is a little bit more than what I'm currently capable of. And same idea for the overhead press, which is also a 5x5. But and today I also got to work out and train with Aaron for the first time in a year and a half, which was really fun and also just really cool to be able to receive real-time feedback. And so one thing that he was giving me feedback on during these squats was one, obviously, the idea of starting the squat by breaking at the hips first, which I wasn't doing a very good job of to begin with. That coupled with driving my elbows sort of under the bar and sort of having them straight under the bar versus sort of having them back and them sort of flaring up on the way up. I think that helped. I wasn't doing a great job of it at the beginning, but I do think I got better at it through the sets. And I think it helped prevent lateral movement forward. The way I described it to Aaron, he made fun of me for it, but I was sort of in my head imagining a free body diagram where the sort of forces laterally cancel each other out from the elbows and the hips. But it really did help. You can see it's not perfectly vertical or anything, but it certainly gets better. And I avoid them flaring upwards and back, like I sort of have always done, I guess. I think this really helps. I think this fourth set might have been my best set overall. Felt pretty solid. The elbow thing, I think, was the best here. Yeah, I think having all the sort of, or being close to having all the pieces set all together, like with my hips and my elbows, and just having them all sort of connect and mesh, I think sort of made that set 4 feel the best. This fifth set, I was doing a little bit of sitting back at the bottom, which sort of made it pretty hard. I think this the last rep of this set of 5 was pretty slow. But this is definitely a weight, given how I was moving it today, that I know I can. I know there's room for me to push. Next week will probably be 170, which I am pretty confident in my ability to do, at least next week. So that was squats. Pretty solid. And then moving on to overhead press. Again, the real-time feedback thing was just super helpful, because one thing that Aaron has mentioned to me before, but I guess I never really understood the degree to which he meant it until today, is the idea of leaning back when I push up, or I guess before I push up, having my hips literally be in front of the bar so that my center of gravity is directly underneath the bar. Yeah, I didn't realize to what degree he meant for me to lean back. And here on this first set, like the first rep was pretty good, but every rep after that in this set, I don't ever really reset that leaned back position, which made I guess the rest of the reps not ideal. And then here on the second rep, like in trying to reset, I basically like killed the momentum after every rep, starting or stopping the rep on my having a rest on my shoulders and then finding that position and then pushing, which although my positioning was a little bit better, it was just hard because I killed all the momentum. And so from this set on, I basically just tried to yeah, you can see here, like this set is like super easy, because what was I saying? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Because I'm finding that position where I'm leaning back as I'm bringing the bar down, and so by the time the bar is at my shoulders, ideally I'm back at that starting position that where I'm sort of leaned very back and my hips are in front of the bar, with my center of gravity being directly underneath the bar. And I think that helped a lot. Like despite, having more energy for the first and second sets, the third, fourth, and fifth sets were definitely like way easier. And it, I'm pretty confident in also being able to push weights for those for next week. But yeah, really solid day. I'm glad I got to get a lift in with Aaron. Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully we'll have like more sessions together where I can get real-time feedback. But yeah, solid day.